Hi everyone, myself Naresh and the math faculty in Kranthi in Sainik School Coaching Center. So today I am going to explain you that what are the topics and what are the important topics in every chapter and what is the weightage of in mathematics for the students those who are going to write the Sainik exam in 2027. So let's start the topics which are covered in mathematics for Sainik entrance exam. So there are totally 25 chapters, and in these chapters, so I'm let's we'll go to the every chapter and what are the questions he will ask like that, and what is the weightage of that chapter, which from which topic he will ask the questions. So how he can form the question. So for 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to explain you the questions. So first, in the before that in Sainik exam, total math subject contains 150 marks. So there are 50 questions. In that, each question carries 3 marks for every right answers, and there is no negative marks in mathematics. So 15 to 3, 150 marks. So first, coming to the topics in mathematics, first natural numbers. This is the okay. So nat first chapter is natural numbers. In this natural numbers, so we have to learn that what is prime number, what we can learn about numbers like prime numbers, composite numbers, and integers, and the rational numbers, real numbers, and ten prime numbers. And most of this in Sainik exam, he will ask the questions like formation of numbers. First, he will ask like what is the six-digit largest number and the difference between six-digit and five-digit smallest number, and he will give four options, like he will give three options in other than composite numbers, and one option he will give like composite number. So like these questions will form in natural numbers. More than 3 to 4 questions will come in natural numbers. Next, coming to the LCM and HCF. In this here he will we can expect three to like two. I exactly we can't say that because every year the question is will be changed in every chapter. So LCM and HCF, see least common multiple and highest common factor. In this, we can see the repeating questions like product based on the formula. Product of two numbers is equal to LCM into HCF. The definite concept he will ask in every year. So and he will give three four numbers and find the LCM and HCF, and he will ask the questions like find the greatest in maximum, largest or smallest, like this. So we can expect this type of questions. We can cover this in this LCM and HCF. Next, coming to the unitary method. See, in unitary method means nothing but we'll do the cross multiplication method. Like, see, 50, like 50, 50 apples, the cost of 50 apples is 200 rupees. Then what is the cost of 100 apples? Means directly, like these questions. See, cost of 50 apples is equal to 100 rupees. Then cost of, let's take 10 apples, how much? Means direct cross multiplication method means 10 by 50 into 100. 50 ones or 52s are like this. This is the simple trick, the cross multiplication method. In unitary method we can cover all the chapter. He will give the questions from simple interest and profit and loss included in this unitary method question. So we can see this type of questions in unitary method. Next, fractions. Fractions means in fractions he will ask the questions like form he will give 5 to 6 fractions, and he will ask to arrange them in ascending order and descending order, and or we can expect that he will ask like he will give four options, and which is among this which is the greatest fraction, or among this which is the smallest fraction, or maybe he can ask like the in word problems like uh, uh, Sheila eat 1/5 of a cake, and her friend ate what 1 by 2 of a cake, what how much cake is left. Like this word problem questions also will be asked in fractions. Next, in ratio and proportions. See, ratio and proportion is nothing but, see, he will ask the questions in ratio and as well as proportion. And like, see, for suppose most of the questions we will see in ratio and proportion is finding the value of x. Means if we given in the proportion means, see, 3 is to x proportion to 5 is to 9. Then find out the value of x. Like this, not only this question, he will give the word problem questions also. So I'm telling you an example. So 3 is to, we have to find out the value of x here. So in ratio and proportion, we can expect the values for finding the values of x. This type of questions he will ask in ratio and proportion. Next, profit and loss. In profit and loss, in profit and loss, he will ask, he will give the cost price and selling price, and he will ask the profit percentage, or he will ask the loss percentage. Or if you want to give some more difficult question means, he will give some like, see, same number of articles are same. If SP of 3 articles is same, and CP of 3 articles is, CP of 3 articles and SP of 4 articles. CP of 3 articles is what? Let's take suppose 20 rupees, and SP of 4 articles is, we can take 40 rupees. Now, what is he will ask that what is the loss or profit percentage you will from this question, means what you have to do. For this, we can say we will give the tricks how to find out the solution. For many students, they will find out in the they will form the equation like 3x plus 4, like not in known. We can go this method by easy method, like we can equalize the number of articles, means easily we can get the what uh, what is profit or loss percentage. First we'll find out the profit or loss. For equalizing these articles, we can do the LCM method, means if you do this LCM method, we can get the equal number of articles. Then if we get the equal number of articles, then we can easily find out the what is the price of these articles. Then by observing these prices, we can say, oh, if we get the profit or loss. So he will ask like that. Or one in difficult question means, one question he will give like this, and another question he will give the easy, like he will give profit and he will give cost price, then find out the selling price, or he will give the selling price and cost price directly, and he will ask the loss or profit. This type of questions we will see in this profit and loss. Next, simplifications. In simplifications, mostly the students will do the mistake in simplification method because they don't know how to solve the simplification. They most of the students, they don't follow the board master. See, so one or two questions we can expect from simplifications. Next, averages. See, in averages we can expect, like, see, he will give the questions like, um, he will give the number of students weights, and one more students is added, or he will give some weight of fruits, and what is the total average. He will ask this type of questions in averages. Next, percentages. In percentages we can expect 2 to 3 questions. You know that what is the percentage, he will give the like marks, and what is the percentage of that type of marks. But in this percentages we can expect the table form also, tabular form also, like data interpretation questions we'll expect from these percentages. More than, greater than questions like this. See how much 50% is more than something x, another number like 150 150 value, like, see, we'll see this type of questions in percentages. If we want to go, if the competition is very high, means we'll ask some more than medium questions, like. And next area and perimeter. The 10th chapter is area and perimeter. In this area and perimeter, we see the this type of question. What is, he will give the rectangle. See, most of the area and perimeter we see only two-dimensional faces, two-dimensional objects. So what are those? One is what? Rectangle, and another is square. So if you want, if you'll give the length and he will give the area of that rectangle, then he will ask what is breadth, or he will give the length and he will give the breadth, and he will ask what is the area of rectangle. Or else, most of the I observed what is in the question paper from analysis of previous year is he will give the diagram, like not only this diagram I am explaining. See, here he will give the diagram and he will give this is 120 square centimeters, and he will give here 30 centimeters. Then he will ask the question like, from the figure what find out the length, means what you have to do by observing the figure, the inside part, total part is, we know that this is the area and this is what breadth. So what is length means what, this is the longest part of this figure is what length. So we have to find out the area. How can you find out the area? By knowing the formula, like area of rectangle is what, L into B. L into B is equal to 120, and then we know the B he already given. So what is L means 120 by 30, like this, 31 the 34 the. Actually length is greater than breadth, but here see, if you want, see, you can take here 0, you can cancel here 30, and you can write here 10, then you will get that 12 centimeters, because always length is greater than breadth. And in this like area and perimeter, he will ask the what is the perimeter of a square, or else we can expect this in this area and perimeter, what mm, he will give perimeter of a square, and he will ask what is the uh, side of a square, means what, perimeter of a square means perimeter is nothing but boundary. See, for suppose this is a square, square means boundary means what, this is the line, this is the outer part of the line, so this is the boundary, we can calculate this value. Uh, there is a difference between area and perimeter. Area means what, the inside part is total covered part is what, area, outside part is what, boundary line is nothing but perimeter. So we can perimeter of he given the clue, perimeter of a square is something value, from that we can find out the side. Okay, next, and simple interest, next in simple interest. From the simple interest chapter, we can he will give the questions like, he will give principal in, and he will give interest, and he will give time, and he will ask the what is the rate of interest, or he will give interest and principal, and and he will no, he will give only principal and rate of interest and time, and he will ask the amount, means we know the amount means principal plus sum of principal and interest. Next, this type of questions we will see in the simple interest. Next, lines and angles. In lines and angles, we will most of the in question paper we will see the diagrams questions only. See, like he will ask like this. He will give the diagrams. He will give these two angles like 30 and uh, 85, means here x. Then find out the value of x. He will ask like this. Then this is the straight angle. The angle is what? See, 180 degrees. So we can find out 180 minus sum of these two angles, 85 plus 30, what? 1115 is equal to x. Then we will get what? 65 degrees is equal to x. Like this, most of the in lines and angles chapters, we can expect the diagram questions only. No word problems and no nothing. Next, in complementary and supplementary angles means what? In this type of question, he will give in one question he will give complementary angle, and he will ask supplementary angles. Like means what? See, first he will give something. Supplementary angle is 108 degrees. What is the complementary of 108 degrees means what? First you have to find out the what is complement. Supplementary angle is what? Greater than 90, less than 180, and the complementary angle means what? Less than 90, greater than 0 degrees. and he will ask sum of two complementary angles is what, something value, and find out one angle. He will ask this type of questions in complementary and supplementary angles. Next, conversion of units, same as I have explained in that part. Conversion, cross multiplication method, like units means, see, kilometers to hectometers, or hectometers to decameters. Like this conversion of units, you can see this type of questions in our 14th chapter, conversion of units. Next, Roman numerals. In any exam, you will expect 1 to 2 questions from Roman numerals. What type of questions you will see? He will give the expanded form questions, like, see, you know the 4945 means, first he will give the options like in Roman numerals, like what, M MCV, like this. We have to give four options. He will give that, and for this, what you have to do? We have to expand this number 4000 plus 900 plus 40 plus 5, and you have to write this 4000. What is the 4000 in Roman numerals, and 900 and 40 and 5? Then you will see the option as it is in. This is the one type of question. Another type of question is what, how many Roman numerals can be repeated, how much more times it can be repeated, more than 5, or like this. Statement questions can be seen in this Roman numerals. Next type of angles, or you can ask in Roman numerals, like 99 can be written in Roman numerals, means how can you have to write in the Roman numerals? He will give four options like this. This type of questions can be seen in Roman numerals. Next, type of angles. In type of angles, you know that is what are the type of angles, like supplementary, complementary, obtuse, uh, and acute. Like this type of angles we can see, and in this angles, lines and angles and type of angles, we can expect one more question, like he will give the clock time, and what is the angle formed between minutes hand and hours hand, or minutes hand and seconds hand. He will, this type of questions will be asked in these angles, lines and angles questions. And on the type of, what is the, he will give the degree, and what is the type of, he will ask the name. Like suppose he will give 49 degrees. What is the type of angle? Name that type of angle, means what? This is the acute angle, because this is 0 greater than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. This is the example I'm telling, and we can expect the statement questions from this 16 type of angles also, right? Next, circles. In circles, in circles, most of the circles for your sixth, fifth standard students, he will ask only basic questions, like what, questions depends on radius, and area of a circle, and diameter, like this only. And he will ask the, what, he will give the figure like this is the figure, this is the center, and like this, uh, O C D B. He will, and he will ask what is, then what is CD, what is the name of line CD, means what your, this is CD is passing through the diameter, so passing through the center, this is CD is known as diameter. Or you can ask OB, what is the OB, and he will ask the distance also, and the relation between diameter and the radius also. He will give this type of questions in the relation between diameter and radius, and what is chord, what is segment, what is sector, what is minor segment, and what is major segment. Huh? And he will ask this type of questions in what, in statement questions. And if you want to give the calculation method, then he will directly ask, depends on radius, diameter, and area of a circle. If you want to find out the radius, means he will give the area of a circle, and he will ask. Or in circles we can expect another type of questions. What is that? Mm, ah, see, if a man starts from here, for one revolution, he for one revolution he takes 10 minutes, means for how many revolution it will take 120 minutes means what? See, like this 12 minutes, like, and he will ask the circumference of circles also. Like this type of questions we can see in the circles. Next, volume of cube and cuboids. This is cube and cuboids. These are the three-dimensional objects. So most of the questions, students will be confused in cube and cuboids because he will give uh, he will if he will ask this type of question. If you want to ask the direct questions like he will give length, breadth, and height, find the volume of a cuboid. This is the direct question. All of you know that how you can find out this the volume of a cuboid, or cube means he will give the side of a cube and you have to find out the what is the volume of cube. Or else he want to ask some more difficulty means he will take one room and the room he will give the dimensions of a room and he will what he will give the he want to fix the tiles in a room, then he will give the one dimension of one tile and how many tiles are required to fix in that room. So he will ask that this type of questions in cubes and cuboid, and we can expect how many cubes are formed from cuboids also. He will give the cuboid dimension and cube dimension, and he will ask how many cubes can be formed from cuboid, or if a cuboid is melted to form a cube, then how many cubes can be formed. Like this type of questions will be seen in volume of a cube and cuboids. Like this is the mensuration topic, three-dimensional objects. Next, prime and composite numbers. This is from number system and natural numbers also. So first only I explained you what is prime number. Most of the questions, prime and composite numbers, we'll see one or two questions from that direct question. He will give four options, which among this is prime number or which among this is composite number. This type of questions, and we can see most of the questions from statement type questions, like match the following questions, like composite numbers, prime numbers. We can expect this type of questions in this prime and composite numbers. And plain figures like this. See, plain figures means nothing but he will give one figures and he will ask the mixture and allocation type. He will ask what is area, what you can see this from plain figures. And decimal numbers. See, if you know the if while you are learning in fractions, so fraction convert the see, convert 3 by 4. What is the decimal form of 3 by 4 means what? 0.75, like this. Convert into decimals, decimal to fraction, like this. Or in decimal numbers, he will give the word problems like, see, if a wire if a wire from A to B, A to D, A to B is 0.35 centimeter, B to C is 0.75 centimeter, C to D is 0.85 centimeter. What is the total length of A to D? He will ask means you have to add all the decimals. Like this type of questions we can see in these decimal numbers. Next, speed and time. So speed and time, most of the questions we can see like what is the relationship between speed and time means distance. Here distance also, distance, speed, and time. See, distance means speed into time. Time means distance upon speed. So, and this type of, if you want to ask the what is the speed, if a motorbike covers a distance of 150 kilometers in 3 hours, then what is the speed of the motorbike means what? You can directly write 150 by 3 because distance by time is equal to speed. So 3 ones are 3, 50 is so 50 kilometer per hour, or he will give the dimensions in kilometer per hour. Calculate the speed in minutes, meter per second means you have to convert 5 by into 5 by 8, like conversion of meter per seconds to kilometer per hour, like this. You can see this type of questions also in conversion of units. And in speed and time, rarely we can see that board stream questions, rarely means 1 to 2% questions, and we can see 10 to 15% type of questions like pole, uh, pole platform questions, train, and what is the see train questions like if a train crosses a platform, a train of length 100 meters, it crosses a platform of 200 meters with a speed of what? With a speed of 10 meter per seconds, then what is the time taken by the train to cross the platform means what? Here the distance will be 100 and 200. Total distance can be taken as length of train plus length of platform. Then he given the time. What he asked, what is the speed? Speed of the train means what? We know that distance is equal to speed into time. He asked speed means distance by time. So 300 by 10 nothing but 30 300 by 10 means 30 minutes. In 30 minutes it can time he will ask. So 30 minutes train can cross the platform. Or in this type of in time and distance and speed, we can see he can give the pole also. Pole, a pole is on the, a train crosses a pole, he will give the length of the pole and length of the train. But here the length of the pole is negligible while calculating the total distance, because see, pole is in vertical form and the platform is in horizontal form. So don't take the length of the vertical, right? So these are we can see this type of questions in speed and time. Okay, thank you. We will meet in next class.